I'm struggling today, y'all. Hey, Bonafides and YouTube otherwise. It's me, Cemented, and I'm back. I'm back with another video. And if you're in here, you're good to go. Hey. Y'all. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to do my Sunday soliloquy. I'm at home all day today, so you will see me on here several times today addressing. Okay, come on, Mimi. I'm so glad you're the first one in here because I was like, let me get in here with Mimi. Y'all, right now I am doing episode 8 because episode 9 has not come out on my streaming service yet. So that's good. So I'm personally not 2 episodes behind. I'm only 1 episode behind because this is the only episode that I'm able to watch to date. So we're gonna do it. And look, we're not gonna do it long because like I said, I'm gonna be off and on this thing all day today. Got a lot of stuff to address, a lot of stuff that's coming forth. And we're gonna do that. So, anyways, let's get on in this. Let's get on in this. Oh, I'm so glad I took notes because remembering would not have been it. All right. So anyway, y'all. So the episode starts out. Mercedes is struggling. You know, she broke down. Okay. Clifford's watching her struggle on the pole and stuff like that. And she's all like, baby, that's all in your head. You know, I think it's less of your physical ability. I think it's in your head. You still toe up about killing that man in this club and dumping his body off. Yeah. And maybe a little bit about your age and stuff like that. And you need to get it out your head or you're going to keep falling off that pole. You know, people didn't come to see you fly. They came to see you fall. Okay. And I didn't know if what he was saying is that like if you talking about like them death drops that they drop down to the ground and death defying drops and oh wow, she went way up there and came all the way down. Or they saying that people come to watch all the beauty but be thinking are they gonna fall and then they end up fall. I don't know, see if there's gonna be a fall. I don't really know exactly what he was saying on that. Hey Antigone, how are you? Y'all, I done been out amongst people and yesterday, big time, real hard. And when I tell you I'm feeling a little weird, it might just be in my head too. Okay. So, anyways, so I like that Mercedes also told him, "You got to try too." And she referencing into Autumn Nights and her trying to you wield her power as the majority owner to say whether they're gonna keep the pink or they're gonna sell it. And I was like, thank you, because if y'all remember last week when or the episode before, maybe the episode before that, I told y'all I'm sick of how Uncle Clifford just laying down and letting stuff fly on her watch. That's her family's land, building, whatever. I just felt like Uncle Clifford is just way too passive about everything. Yes. Oh, yes. Keep saying that too, Mimi. Let me put this one up. Do not do no spoilers. I have not seen this episode yet because it's not open to me on my streaming service. It has been going well. Thank you so much, Antigone. I was so glad that Mercedes told him, look, you need to try too. You know what I'm saying? And that it stuck with him. We're gonna see how it did later on in the episode. So Clifford in there cutting up Murder's head, talking about he not about to be a secret and you know what I'm saying? He need to know where he be and where they going and stuff like that. And oh boy, turn around, Mr. Murder turn around and say, well, if I gotta, everywhere I have been, I've been covered. Have you? Because he was like, you wasn't trying to talk all bad. What did I say? Cliff was saying you wasn't trying to talk all bad when you was getting laid out, and he was like, shoot, that's some old long daddy big oak tree that I was getting laid out with. So where you been? What you doing? And I'm like, y'all real late with this. Y'all real late with the disclosing of potential issues with health. Real late. Real late. Okay. Real late. Uh dang. I want to put this one picture out. Dang. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got to get in the stream yard again with my crazy, but I meant to put this. This is what's gonna be my background for the whole review because I love this picture right here. Can y'all think what picture it is from this episode? Come on, StreamYard. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to I got to get in StreamYard on my phone and move a picture or two over there. I'm sorry about that. Give me a second. Oh Lord. What's going on? Okay, I'm back. Thank y'all for holding. I'm back. Thank you for holding, child. Hey, Bubbles. Hey, Jan the Best. All right. Yes, it's in Mercedes' head, but I know when I occupy spaces where I have triggered before, where I have been triggered before, my energy shifts into PTSD. Yeah. I can get with that totally. Yeah, this is girl when they showed this part of the episode, baby. Just look at it. His boo friend dead. He laying on the casket, heavy as the head that wears the crown. He draped up, and dripped out. He got his crew on one side and he got his manager on the other side. His manager don't ain't here to play no games at all. Do y'all believe in the swift change in Wody? Are y'all with that? I love this. Like this is something like I would put this on like my screensaver on my phone for a little while. Or on my computer or something for a while because this just moves me. This picture took me out. I was like, oh my gosh, because y'all that day I'll get to it in a minute, but that daggone funeral was emotional for me, for real. Hey everyone, come in. For those who have watched the new episode, please no spoilers. We're only talking about episode 8. Yes, thank you. All right, so child, Clifford and Murder going back and forth. And we see that Clifford has been looking for Miss Ernestine, an update on her, calling down to the hospital. And the hospital tired of him calling, talking about, it's COVID. We doing the best we can. Ain't no changes. She told him, if you ain't heard nothing, that's a good thing. And that's what that is. Can you get out my face? That's the dog. So anyway, Maine is back and he want him some Mercedes in his life, right? And I guess I thought Maine was fine last year or last time this was on. Okay, you like how they gave Wodie's. Yes. I was just wondering, do you think it was too fast, Jan? You think it was too fast? It's believable to me. I believe it was always there and that he ain't got no problem with death. They did a good job looking at that picture. You can feel the emotion, all of it. Exactly. Exactly. That was awesome right there. And so I remember last season, I got into Maine was fine, but I didn't really know what Maine was doing. If he was really in the gang or he was just one of them houses that got the kicker house in the neighborhood, I didn't know. But he's really, really in the gang. And Mercedes is coming out of that little girl stuff at 30, after she got her gym, and now she wants to be a mom. So her messing around with this old highly affiliated gang member with coming out with the only reason why you didn't got out is because COVID made it over, you know, the gym over stuff, and you're on an ankle. I mean, what is this looking like for her? Grow up, glow up, not pretty good. And then when I'm looking at him and stuff like that, he ain't all that fine this time. Is this the same man? He wasn't all that fine to me this time. I don't know. I don't know. So I'd have been trying to help Mississippi and Mississippi go down to the little diner and talking to Autumn, talking about some. I guess I am kind of walking through this one since I didn't have to do notes. Uh, Telling her, have you looked up everything I told you to look up? This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna come down here on the reopening of the Pank, and you're gonna headline, and you're gonna get Derek to tell you that you can. She's like, no, I don't think he's gonna let me do it. So you're gonna make sure that you tell him you can by telling him, or that you assure his permission, telling him that you gonna make everything off the door. No, you're gonna bring him everything that you pick up off the floor. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna make everything off the door. Or maybe the flip or the flop of that. I forgot which one. And she was like, okay, I guess. And she was like, I looked up that name, Haley, that you told me, and they said she drowned. And he go out on time out, but she's sitting here looking at you in a coffee shop. And I'm like, now wait, you already know that Miss Mississippi scared than a motherfucker. Okay. Scared them up, but she don't mind taking no ass whooping. Okay. Miss Mississippi, baby, I don't think Mississippi the one to trust no information. I don't like that she told Mississippi that. I know she was doing that to give her some boldness, some confidence. But I personally don't like that she told Mississippi that. Do y'all? Mm. I can do without that. So, baby, Andre thinking he prodigal son, he coming back with all that's popping and he finna win this mayoral, baby. The white boy, what's their last name again? I used to know their last name. The white boy running said straight up, I'm coming in. I'm going in. He done found out all the dirt. So Andre been lying out there trying to have him a little story. Oh, my mama, I'm from a single parent household. My daddy died when I was young. The whole time the white boy done put out, um, the whole time the daddy been in jail on a murder charge. And I'm like, you know what? This is where the writing don't start sounding crazy to me. Cause ain't no way that anybody nowadays is out telling no lie story like that, where you got folks in county or federal or state penitentiaries that leaving a paper chase. I was just like, nah, Andre, you wasn't out here lying like that, was you? And see, me as a Chuckaleason, I'd have been like, oh, he taking me for the food because I'm country, I'm out here in the backwoods and stuff. I'd never mess with Andre again. I thought that to the house. She tell Mississippi to be discreet, but yet she's telling her who she is. She didn't take her own advice. Exactly, right? I think she told her that to let her know that she can live another life. Yeah, I think it's gonna come back on Autumn though. I think it's very dangerous. And having told Andre too. hmm So, long story short, see, 'cause Andre cool with her trying to hold out for more money, but is he gonna be cool with her if Clifford stops that girl from being able to sell their land? You see what I'm saying? You gotta look at everybody's character. I don't like Andre's character. He's one of them people, if it ain't going good for me, looking good for me right now, then I'm bouncing. Even like how he's willing to play with cheating and stuff like that. And then got cheated on and try to get mad. No, baby. You was out here play gaming and shit. Then got cheated on and got mad, wanted to fight folks and jump up and run back to the chick that you was trying to cheat with, trying to play cheat. And if Autumn would have let him do her, he'd have did her. Mm-hmm. See, I watch these Negroes. So Andre exposed, but baby, when they came and said Woodbine had been out here hoeing, check scamming, and cheating and thieving and stuff, she said, "Hell yeah, I did. I did it because previous government, didn't do nothing to help me get through life or do anything to set up stuff for people like me and you. That's why I'm a voice of advocates. I'd have been everywhere y'all been. I didn't hold so Chuckalisa could walk. And we're gonna run this, we're gonna do it right on in, honey. The way she said, I said, Woodbine. That is Woodbine. That is Woodbine. It was so freaking funny. I was like, oh, 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 okay. But of course, Corbin gonna get mad because he the one funding Andre's campaign. Like, nigga, I want to know every goddamn thing that was being said. That could be said. Every little skeleton, everything. I bet you he didn't tell Corbin that his wife had been is cheating up there with somebody, because that's gonna come back too. That's scandalous for Southern people. Even though he ain't doing it, it's the wife cheating. That's scandalous. I bet he ain't told Corbin that either. Corbin said, "This is my goddamn money. My little pennies of money out 3 brothers I got from my white daddy. And you screwing my money over." And so he go talk to the other brother, like, "Why you doing all this? Now with you doing Andre, it put Woodbine and her crazy ass and the whole church effect in the South, in the limelight." And he was like, I forgot what the other brother said, child. I forgot. Hold on. I think Katori got inspiration from the Enough movie with J Lo. In regards to what? Oh, about getting out and stuff. Probably so. I almost fell out when Woodbine said that. Okay. The epitome of you won't spray me with my own tea. Okay. She sure didn't. She sure was not to be sprayed. I was like, child. But I guess they said, listen, she honest about it. People say that at least, though. At least she honest about it and da 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 da. Still, that's still so there's a lot of character in that honesty that you need to take into when you're looking for public officials and stuff. So hold up. Not Autumn walking into the white beauty shop and she said, "This ain't Shanae's beauty shop." Ooh, girl. They talk like that in Mississippi right now. Girl, I just can't imagine. But they killing folks all over, black folks all over for no reason and stuff. So I guess they could say Shanae. Girl, I was like, wow, lady, is you crazy? But anyway, Autumn then went in there to talk with Georgie. Georgie said something real keen, talking about, I like your confidence and stuff like that. No sense of lying about who you are. That's gonna come back. That's like all these little verbiages and these little passages that's being said. That stuff's gonna come back. And that's little hints that it's gonna come back. So she tells little Miss Autumn, baby, it's $5 million. That's it. See, you think you big coochie, but I'm big old coochie. Okay? That big old coochie energy, baby. Been here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I suffered through this marriage for a long time. And we're gonna do what it do. And baby, if you don't take it, then I'll see you at the polls. Like Georgie is down for whatever. Okay? And I'm loving it. Like, okay, we'll see it at the poll. We'll rough it out there too. See if your guy win, my guy win, and we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, Georgie. Uh-oh. Hold on. I just got an email. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I need to look at this. Okay. Oh, look, somebody else hit me up. Hold on. Oh, it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just got some emails I didn't even know I got yesterday. Oh my goodness. Yeah, girl, we're gonna talk about it on the soliloquy. We're gonna talk about it on the soliloquy. Okay, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. I saw that. I was like, oh, I need to look at these real quick. Okay. It was funny, however, taking the comedy out of it. I know so many black women had to take that route because of the lack of assistance they were getting from Mississippi. I bet. I bet. Because Mississippi don't is they say it's like one of the I think the number 50th state that's the poorest, right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They sure do. Many in some small towns that a majority white, I will not go in. Oh, they still talk real super crazy? Oh, wow. I agree. I think she is having her investigated. She may already have an idea. She is not Lakeisha, really Lakeisha Savage. Ooh, girl, I didn't think about her possibly having her investigated. Yes. Ooh, girl. And then I think that you're gonna see the viciousness of Lakeisha, Haley, Lakeisha, whatever, come out on that old white lady if she finds out if she bring her business apart, especially if she bring up some her daughter or something like that. I think we're gonna see the viciousness. And I can't wait to see what the result of the viciousness gonna be. Okay, because y'all believe she vicious. It ain't just because she yellow. I just believe she vicious because she lightweight. She likes to play lightweight vicious. I feel like she play down in her viciousness, playing down her viciousness. Child, I really do. Um. Okay. Now Haley walk out of the thing acting like she can outlast Georgie, so we gonna see. Now, Waldy says, baby, he down there fixing up Big T, and he acting like he the man. I'm the man, okay? And he say, listen, somebody had to get got in regards to the to old boy, the manager from Atlanta, right? Pete, not Pico, I forgot his name. The manager in Atlanta, somebody had to get got. And what I mean, little murder in that, like putting two of them together, like, oh, you didn't did that, woo, woo, woo. And he was like, "Look, somebody had to get got. The Negro had a tape on you and everything." He was like, "Well, what if he already sent it?" And Bo was like, "Well, He dead for sending it. Okay, that's how I was getting Wody at the thing. He dead for sending it in. For playing the game and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, who got it if he got it? Who got it if he did send it? Okay. So, but the thing about when they were talking about the tape, it gave off that Wody didn't know he was gay. Did it to you? And because Wody was like, why, like, really, is that what's going on for real? Like, Wody looked like he had been thinking he was gay, but didn't really know. Like, it wasn't known between him and Murder, that he was gay. And even the way he even kind of questioned, like that really what I mean, how you yeah, he said, how you even get around all that, get to doing all that or whatever, right? And Walter said he had to gay for paying the street to because his mama was sorry to take care of the family. The daddy was gone and the mama was sorry. He had to pay gay, he had to gay for pay. Do y'all know what I mean? You know what I mean? He had to sell his booty and his mouth to other men for money. I'm like, Lord, I ain't never seen no stuff like that before. Like, unless somebody I don't know, that kind of molestation and stuff like that. It was like a adult in the family or in the house or something like that doing stuff. But I never seen where little boys was like, okay, I'm gonna just go be gay real quick to get money. I'm sure that happens all the time. But I'm gonna go suck dingaling and be a bottom, whatever. I don't care about all the verbiage and stuff, but I'm gonna go have gay sex to get married. I mean to get money for my family. I thought it was the I guess I'm most common with because I can actually believe this. I'm more common with I gotta go sell drugs, I gotta go steal, stuff like that to make the money for the family. Like in the movie slide, when that lady to Martin and Eddie, this here is white only pies. You can drive and see it. Huh? This was my favorite part of the show because Wody effortlessly spoke truth. Wody always knew he gay. Remember, he found out last season when he saw Murder and Cliff. He saw Murder and Cliff where? Oh, in the car, and he was he? Murder ain't. If that's the case, ain't Wody always off to the side looking and shit, peeking around corners? I think Wody was more surprised he had a sex tape out there floating. Well, he didn't really have a sex tape floating. That manager had that sex tape floating. Okay, let's see what y'all saying. I don't think Murder told us the whole truth. He probably was molested as a little boy. Why you think he didn't tell the truth? Shit, I think that was enough. I don't think that was better than being molested. I think it's all in the same. Because I'm trying to understand that Negro chose to do that over the gang life and then still ended up in the gang life. His mama had to be sorry. Sorry. And I refuse to believe that when there's encounters of any kind, hetero, homo, whatever, molestation, several times that I believe the parents be knowing. Because I can see if it happened one time, maybe you don't catch it. But you got to be knowing when the child's or investigating, because most of the time kids they act differently. Then you could be watching the goings and coming and who they goings and coming with. I don't know. I can't stand sorry ass mamas who don't take care of their kids, that don't see about their mom. I get that don't see about their children. I get very infuriated about it. Very, very upset. It's hard to talk for me to talk to those children as adults about their mom, because they still, we still love moms even though they may not do the things do us right. And I'm sorry. I may have had some like resentment about being a single mother. But one thing I wasn't gonna do was just run off. Now I might have ran off. If I could have ran off like the first month or two, like I was trying to leave her with my parents, I probably would have. But after that, it would have been hard for me to run off. Or if I did, I'd have came back. I'd have came back and I'd have been like, I need a break now. Okay, now I'm gonna take her. I need another break. I'm gonna take. Well, that actually did happen because in the summertime she would go there anyway. So okay, yeah. But it wasn't me just like I don't do nothing, because even when she was there in the summertime, I came down there every freaking weekend. My mama made me pay for daycare, made me pay for her food. I had to go grocery shop and bring her food in. Okay, all of that. But these mamas that just be taking leaves of absence from being a mother, I will never have no respect for. I'll try to respect the kid that they did that to, but I ain't really feeling the mom. Okay. For me, it's just a big jump for him to start doing that before slanging and robbing. That's what I'm saying. So you out here prostituting before slanging and robbing in Mississippi? You prostituting and you homosexually prostituting in a little town in Mississippi? Boy, boo. Mm-mm. He is always somewhere lurking. Oh, talking about Wody and observing. He's like the conscience of the pink. Okay, I know that's right. I'll give him that too. All right, so he said he had to do gay for pay, and now he like it. Okay, so opening up for the pink or whatever. Uh, Mercedes up there trying to get her routine together, still raggedy, and ends up getting replaced by Mississippi. Adam's like, nah, Mississippi gonna come in and do it or whatever, right? Mississippi look with their diamond, loving and kissing up on Big Tail or with a big horse tail or whatever the name they call it, Big Sally, whatever. Loving and kissing up on her and shit like that. And he look at Mississippi, he's like, and then Big Horsetail looking like, what? Okay, I was like, I know that's right. And our everybody looking around like, I know she ain't came back up in here and stuff like that. She's like, hey y'all, okay. And she coming back, honey. Whispering Roulette just admire Mississippi. She's so gorgeous. She's so good. But if you look at the difference of Miss Mississippi and what's the other lady and Mercedes style, when we used to go to strip clubs for that TV show I was working on, that was the difference between white clubs and black clubs. The black clubs was all rough and doing kicks and swinging their head around the pole and swinging the pole and booty dropping real bad, booty dropping real up, down, 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 down. You know, this ridiculous, hard, rough ass shit. And then the white clubs would be all beautiful and aerial acrobatics and shit like that. I was like, okay, well. But you being a good mom is you because you had good parenting. There's a lot of people who didn't get the bones. So when they have kids, they only know what they are taught. Yeah. Yeah. So they up there whispering like, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. She just has all the moves. Da, da, da. Poor Mercedes up there just struggling, this, that, and the other, right? And so they did Whispering Roulette out in the dressing room, just drugging and stuff. Where the other girls at? They must not have been able to hire the other girls to come back for this episode. But Mississippi come back there and she all of a sudden start talking like Valley Girl, like, oh my gosh, how are you doing? Da, 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 da. And I thought that was kind of weird how she changed into that person. I don't know. Y'all talk about that in the comment section. Mercedes coming there looking like, what you back for? You must not got nowhere else to go. And Mississippi kind of looked at her like, basically. And so she said, that's fine. Just everything is where you left it. I understand I have nowhere else to go. And they kind of like bonded in the eye contact in that moment. I was like, wow. Wow. Ain't nowhere else to go but the strip club. I hate it. So Clifford goes to see her mother's grave, which ends up being a bit of encouragement. And the mother was like, coming in his mind and says, in her mind, it says, you know, bitch, don't cry, we get even. You know, and girl, when she said, when the mama's voice said, bitches don't cry, I thought she was gonna say they die. Okay. I was like, cause I'm ready with that. Okay. And I was like, they get even. Okay. Right. I thought you was like, bitches just don't just cry, they die too. That's what I thought you were gonna say, right? I said, okay, now come on now. But so Clifford's getting, you know, inspired to fight. And I'm like, I can't believe all this talk, but it's be a lot of folks with a bunch of talk. They always say that bunch of talk ain't gonna do no movement. Okay. We at the funeral, y'all. This funeral had my eyes watering. Oh my gosh. I mean, just the big homies, everybody, and the respect everybody was giving. Even though it wasn't even like extra hood respect, but it was a bunch of goddamn, like, you could tell they loved this guy. You know what I'm saying? That was their guy. And it was just sad. It was sad how Wody was not Wody, Murder was doing the little intimate touches, but had to snatch yourself and keep it gangster, keep it G, keep it masculine, like hetero masculine. What you got to eat? McDonald's breakfast. Oh. And so I know. That's why I kept talking. I was like, oh, okay. I don't do no McDonald's. But what was I gonna say? I was struggling with the fact that he couldn't naturally grieve in that moment. He had to always be conscious of himself. You know what I'm saying? Not doing too much, quote unquote gay shit where the other homies can see it. He had to keep his, how he was like with his shoulders and putting his suit back up a little bit, after he done just wanked the man's nose and stuff like that and getting all extra down close like he's gonna kiss him in the mouth and stuff. He had to snatch back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's cold. I don't like when folks can't grieve folks the way they want to, right? Yeah, that was a powerful frame between Mercedes and Mississippi. Keyshawn changed into that personality because she got famous and she wants to keep up the persona she had leveled up to. Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't think that out at this moment. Yes, and the scene of them playing Never Seen a Man Cry Till I Seen a Man Die. I used to love that song when it first came out because I was around, like I told you that story from the guy from Chef, right? When he went and asked this guy that I grew up with that grew up on the other street, the next street down from me, right? And he went and asked him about me, and he was like, we always would, we grew up with her, so we were cool with her, hanging and stuff with her, but she was with us, but she was always like, y'all finna go to jail, y'all finna get in trouble, I ain't doing that. She was all scary and, of the gangster G-Way and stuff that we grew up in, the stuff that we were doing, so she just never fit in. I didn't fit in. I knew that if I was fighting in the neighborhood, they wasn't gonna come do nothing. But if I was outside the neighborhood, that my neighborhood was gonna have me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't fool with them gangster boys and the girls and stuff like that. And girl, why did I just start telling this story? Oh, but when them boys started getting killed in like 94, 93 to like 95, 96, and them boys start getting killed and going to the jail and all that. And when did this song come out? Scarface, Man Cry. Let me look it up real quick. Let me make sure this the right year. But I just remember feeling that for them, boys that I grew up with. And this song came out. Hold up. '95. That's what I said. Yeah. Never seen a man cry till look at them boys. They from country Oklahoma and probably be lame and even as close somewhere as Oklahoma. No, close somewhere as because they lame in Oklahoma City too. Lame in Dallas or something, maybe, maybe Houston, maybe Little Rock, Arkansas, they'd be lame. But in Lawton, they wasn't lame. Okay. And so when they started dropping and going to jail and that song came out, I was like, damn. I remember when the neighborhood started seeming empty. Mm-hmm. Because they wasn't in the streets no more. And I wasn't in no neighborhood where they were selling drugs on the corner. Nah, but you would see a big old gang. See, in the 90s, kids wasn't, we were doing good and stuff. Even their parents were doing good, doing well as far as money and stuff. It was just, we walked and we mobbed, we rode bikes, and you just always seen a gang of folks walking, a gang of folks mobbing to somebody else's house or to another school to hang out or something like that, So when we stopped seeing all that mobbing, man, and it was just us younger folks and the older boys was gone, we were like, But anyway, so it just brought this whole scene and this whole play out, this funeral just brought a lot out from me, I don't know. It just brought a lot out. Okay, she said, yes, mobbing. Okay. And so, yeah, oh my gosh, it was sad. Ooh, ooh, I know my family loves me, loves not stand behind me. Come one me. I realize, and then I don't even know how I went over there, and I finally heard them say, it's a different world. Oh, it's a different world. Yes, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from, but it came, okay? That's what I was on. Come one day. I wasn't on no Boys in the Hood. Okay. When they would be watching that mess when it came out on the VHS, whatever, I'll be like, what? Like I would watch it and stuff, but it wasn't my tea. It wasn't my tea. Okay, because I hated how close the hood was to our neighborhood. I did. I was like, Lord. You already got to go to school because the school mixed up with everybody in zones. You know what I'm saying? The only school I went to the middle school, to the middle range school. I lived in the neighborhood that was mostly the rougher school, but it wasn't my neighborhood that made it rough. It was neighborhoods closer to the school that was in the school. That school was actually like right around downtown and stuff. So that's why that school's rougher. But I lived on a line, and so I was able to go to the middle school. I lived on the line to be able to go to the rough school or the middle school, and it allowed us to pick. So since my mama, when she grew up, went to the middle range school, that's where I went. I ended up going to school with. But I would come home, and everybody in the neighborhood would went to that high school, went to the rougher high school. I told that story before. And then it was one way, way, way out that wasn't nothing like no rough stuff. I mean, wait a minute, they did have Ranch Oaks. Ranch Oaks was rough, so they did have like a small element of roughness. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, honey. And that's all. That was all black neighborhood back in the day, like back in the day, like the 70s and 80s, all black. 90s too. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Clifford. Okay. So I was just sitting here like, okay, Wody get not Wody. I want to call him. He looked like Wody. Like his name is Wody. Murder gave Big Teak a verse, put it in his lapel, and it's like, this for you when you get lonely down in that hole. And I was like, dang. Then I was noticed that the brothers was bringing all their chains and taking their chains off their neck and laying it across his chest to go. I said, I know they ain't bearing all that gold. See, that's one thing, baby. That we will drip in our family and our friends in the town where I'm growing. They'll drip them boys with gold, but not even the boys, the granny, all of them with all her gold and stuff like that. But before, okay, that's when everybody walking by, draped up and dripped out, gold, Chanel, a silk, whatever they had that was fine is laid out. Oh, but before that casket get into that hearse to go over to the burial, all of that stuff is stripped. I said, I hope they strip and teak before they get to the burial. And shit, y'all should have laid all that stuff out on him the night before. But I guess it's the ceremony. I like ceremony too. So the ceremony of laying that out with him and stuff like that, I think that's fire. So I was enjoying. I was enjoying but sad at the same time. So they out there, the old heads, and this one pissed me off. I wanted to make sure I came and told y'all. So the old heads go over to Murder. Now this is the thing. At any point, did you think that Murder was a boss in the gang? Never. I felt like he was putting on. I thought he was a put on. But then all of a sudden in this funeral, we see that he's somebody folks look at or something like that. I don't know. But the old heads with the gray in their beard come and bring that video over to Murder. The old heads. And this is what I always couldn't understand about the gang life and about old black street guys. A lot of them, not all of them. Y'all gonna come show him that video of Pico claiming that he had killed Teak, which was so stupid to me. But Teak had kicked his butt behind Murder at one of them club scenes when they were on that tour. The old man gonna say, what you gonna do about it? Good morning. What you gonna do about it? Look at this nigga act like he done did this. He's like, I thought they said somebody had tried to get him for his car, and that's what happened. I'm like, wait a minute. They couldn't tell that was a suicide? Now, did Murder shoot Teak? They couldn't tell that was a suicide? What they mean? The police said that they thought somebody tried to get him for his car. But nevertheless, yeah, they knew he was sad. But that wasn't even it. Y'all old men are telling this young man to go potentially F his life up and F somebody else's life up. I ain't. I'm sorry. That's why I can't. That's another reason why I can't get into the street code. Could never get into the street code. Trying to have street cred. Trying to be under the tutelage of the street. You old bitches gonna go and tell this young man who just lost. He's probably operating on extreme emotion. Just lost his homeboy to go handle up on this other fool over here. Not only now murder got a body. That man's kids don't got somebody. I thought that was raggedy as hell, but I know that happens. Y'all not. It's not above my head. That type of shit ain't commonplace. It pisses me off every time I see it. And they tell me you gotta go do that. You gotta go do that. And then they do anything for clout came up. You do anything for clout, right? And I'm sitting here thinking, is murder doing this for clout too? Because for revenge and clout. Because I'm telling you, I was not here for it. And the way when he was hugging him, his mouth was all tensed up and looking all crazy. I'm gonna chew this nigga up. I'm gonna chew this nigga up. I was like, Well, anyway, y'all. Finally, we see Shell checks Mercedes on that abortion. Wayne, you don't take nobody out my house talking about going to get no kid out my house that I have custodialship over to get no abortion, Wanch. I could be drunk. I could have a whatever stuck in my arm. I've been tried and true. You trying to talk to me about 90 days of drinking, Wanch? And you want to come at me, bitch? And this girl 14 and 15 years old, and you ain't been doing nothing but coming over for sleepovers, picking up for sleepovers and stuff. And you can come, I could be tooted up at the stove, get my booty, girl, getting hit from the back. And you still bet not come say nothing to me about me and my kids and about what I'm doing. And you know what I'm saying, girl, because you got a gym before you even thought about coming to get your kid. Are you crazy? Let's get back to what I was saying. I know it takes a while for y'all to type. They told him to do it because yeah, I get that. But you all telling this young man to go fuck this shit up. They knew Teak go fuck his life up. No, Teak was murdered, right hand man, and they want him to still put in the work. Nah, I hate that part about that culture. It's like, damn, when y'all old, y'all don't never come out of it. Y'all don't never come out of it. Sitting here telling that for whatever reason, telling that boy to go do that mess. I was wondering why there was still uncertainty about how Teak died. Guess Chuck Elisa's forensic unit lost its funding. Okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute. I know for sure they can tell the difference between a suicide and that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tried to get him for the car and came in and just shot him in the head. I'm like, that's what made me think, wait, did murder actually like help him go ahead and do it? Or I don't know what happened. In the streets, if you're not putting the work in, your life can be taken as well. You have to prove that's what I'm saying. I hate that. Your loyalty always in any game. I hate that shit. So Sheldon told her, bitch, you never come up in my motherfucking house talking about no, you come in and you then got a gym before you came to get your girl. I said, come on, Shell, you better clown her. You better clown her. Shell over there looking wet and drunk too. So why she's still doing it? And I was here for it. And then I understand I think both of them have a respect or a liking for each other. And I know that I feel like Mercedes appreciates and respects Shell for even stepping up. You know what I'm saying? But this whole argument that people keep saying that, but that is her baby. I'm like, y'all are crazy the fuck as hell. I'm sorry, I just have to say that. I'm not trying to get into it with nobody. Y'all crazy the fuck as hell. That is that girl's legal mother. She is the one who pays for the insurance, the food, the clothing, the home. Okay. She's the one who lays up at night and moves her around, takes her places and does stuff and things like that. Shell was going to pick the girl up from Mercedes motherfucking practices. Are y'all crazy? Shell is the one who is the day out and day out mother. She has the custodialship over that child. And y'all telling me like when folks get put in foster care and stuff like that because their mama and stuff is tripping and go to somebody else, that their mama should still come and have dominion over them, and their daddy could still come and have dominion over them without proving themselves and getting back legally proven? No, indeed. Hell no. And we ain't got to argue. That's just what it is for me. We ain't got to argue though. So they get to arguing, and here go Mama and they both turned around and looked. I was like, oh my gosh. I think we could have still got the point without that happening. But anyway, it was cliche. Um, this is the thing that killed me for all that Mercedes, all that talking that Mercedes doing and trying to talk about Shell, right? Um, Terica wants to go home with Shell. Okay. And she was like, oh hell no. Mercedes, oh hell no. Then Mercedes concerned about, oh hell no, you ain't going home with Shell and she drunk. She ain't driving you while she drunk. And she says, the little girl says, Terica says, oh, I can drive. I'll drive her. She was at first she was like, no, She was like, and then Terica was like, well, because I learned it from you, like to make her feel good. Like I learned how to drive from you. I'm gonna get us home safely. And then Mercedes lets it go down. Mercedes, you are not the mama. Okay? Because I wouldn't give a fuck what that girl said. I wouldn't give a damn what she said if she had been popping gears with her pinky for 15 years and she could drive anywhere. You are not licensed and you're not driving. But did you see Mercedes give it up? I said, Mercedes ain't ready. Mercedes ain't ready. Okay? Because baby, the girl would have never drove Shell home. You just drove over there to your house. Why can't you now drive them home? I mean, that's how a mother would think. I don't want my child driving without her license. I don't want this woman driving drunk with my child in there. So I would just take y'all home, call you an Uber, whatever, and then drive your car. Call the drunk lady a Uber, and then oh no, because then no drop no either way. Yeah, call them a Uber. I didn't understand that. So, and I was with Shell. Is abortion heavier than drinking? What do y'all think? I put that out there to ask y'all. You talking? She said when she walked in the thing, talking to me about some alcohol. Okay, and you didn't took this girl to get her abortion. I said, girl, come on, Shell. Now you look now. That's where we get into parenting and styles and folks thinking about this. What folks' ideas are about this and that. Girl, let's talk about it. What y'all think? Alcohol in my motherfucking house. I'm drinking in my house. Or I didn't went somewhere and drank. Obviously, the girl felt she needed to come pick me up. I'm not driving. So what the problem is? I'm at my house. It be tripping out folks be trying to talk about what you drinking at your house and you ain't bothering nobody. So I'm asking, is Corbin gay? Because when Corbin and Clifford are at the water hole, the water spigot or whatever, it's something that Clifford said about being dominated and something about some toys, and he always I don't get it. Can somebody explain what he was saying about the toys? So anyway, Clifford says, bring the water to you, and hit Woodbine where she lives, liking to get money and getting paid. Also, stop testing to be other than who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just be who you are and like it. And why look at Clifford's hand when Clifford touched his shoulder? That was weird to me. All of that Corbin stuff is weird. Won't taking out Woodbine mess the pink up. Yeah, and I'm not understanding why Clifford is saying take out Woodbine, because Woodbine is for no casino is funny, okay? Which would allow him to keep his building. So I'm not understanding Clifford in this. Somebody please explain this to me, and I'll come back when I see what y'all talking about. Like we said last week, Shell already has resentment about taking care of Terica. So now you force this 14-year-old to have a child when she a child herself. It don't matter about no motherfucking resentment. She loved that girl too. At the end of the day, you also know she loved her too. That can coincide. And so, as her mother, who loves her custodial mother loves her, says, I should have been in charge of all this shit. You went out your way to do it another way than what I would have done, and I feel as though you was wrong. That's it. And even if she did make her have a child, that's I don't know if it's religion why she's saying it or what. That would have been the way that her custodial parents went about it. Well, And that would have been her custodial parents thing to deal with. It's called being in order. And that shit was not in order. So now I'm just under what is all this funny stuff between Corbin and Clifford though? So something about some Barbies and your daddy would bring you the some toys, and then you would always take my Barbies and take the head off, and then we know you like to be dominated, and then when Clifford touched this girl, what is this on my arm? Hold up now. When Clifford touched his hold on. When Clifford touched his arm, Corbin looked back at it, and I was like kind of like get it off me or something. I don't know. That whole thing was weird. Y'all tell me what it was. Antigone. Corbin is not gay, but he likes BDMS or BDMS SM. Remember season one, Corbin was in the cloud room getting dominated by the girl. Okay, but what was that Barbie talk, Mississippi? Not Mississippi, Mimi. Definitely something deeper with Clifford and Corbin. However, I don't think it's familial. Some people were saying they're related. I caught that he remembers Clifford's B Day as well. So you think they got the same mama and different daddies? I wonder why his mama died at 34 years old. Well, that's what I calculated. So you think they got the same mama? And then there was the split second. Clifford, yeah, Grace Corbin's shoulder. It's in that cotton field this episode. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Corbin had this look on his face. It was just for a second, but it was loaded. Look, is it? That's what I'm asking. Kind of longing possibility. I think they explored together as young teens. Ooh, maybe. I don't know, child. They need to bring forth this evidence, okay? I think they just grew up together. Okay. 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 So we moving on. Someone also tell me why would they be trying to take out Woodbine or Clifford would, and then Woodbine be the only way that he could keep the pink? You're saying they're not related. Okay, so Antigone said they're not related. Okay. Now, Roulette talk whisper into Trick and Child. And I was like, this is so weird. Maybe she was okay with just getting her cat ate, but I don't know. But some dude just wants to eat up on some dang whisper. And I think he's supposed to pay him 2,000, something like that, just for him to eat that girl coochie. I was like, wow, folks is throwed for sex, ain't they? Throwed for sex. So he was like, okay, so I'm getting 2 points. Roulette was like, hell no, you ain't. I'm gonna be in the bathroom chilling, make sure ain't nothing crazy going on. And that's how it's going, period. So he do the do. She moaning. I was like, I didn't know if it was fake or not, didn't care. He gets up and throws her the money and makes her get up and take it on the floor like a tramp, like a stripper tramp. I was like, damn, but you was begging to pay $2,000 to eat her coochie. It would have made me feel bad at all. I'd been like, okay, I wouldn't even got it. I wouldn't even picked it up in front of him. First of all, I wouldn't have been tricking, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't have picked it up in front of him. I would have sat back, crossed my legs, and let him get the fuck out. And then I would have been late to find out we got showed it. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I just couldn't have picked it up in front of him when you done begged to eat my coochie for weeks. Okay. And so Roulette come out with the woo ya, like where the money at, bitch? Right? He was like, uh, going back and forth with them, and then choke Whisper, and choking her, and girl, it was just crazy. He was like choking her, like bending her esophagus and her spine back and stuff. And old girl pulled out her gun and said, "Baby, this is why they call me Roulette." Clicked that gun on her head. I was like, "Oh Lord," right? And then she clicked it at him. He getting scared. She'd have made him get down on his knees, butt naked, and suck the gun like it's a big deal. And since you don't like how she moaning and stuff like that, let me hear you let me hear you moan then. Girl, she grabbed the back of his head and she moved and she made it go in and out, and she made him suck that gun dick. And I was like, you know what? I don't think this girl got no bullet in there, the way she just clicked on her head. But girl, later on we see she do got a bullet in that thing for real. I'm like, oh Lord. And that's the Russian roulette where you put one bullet in the chamber, spin it, and you don't know when the bullet's gonna come. So a lot of people be playing it like saying, giving people chances to tell the truth. And every time that they feel like they don't, they click it and at any point you could die. So it's like a stamina and stall tactic to get people to just do whatever the other person says because they don't know if the next click is death. Yeah, I was confused why Clifford wanted Patrice out because if she's out, Andre and Wayne, that's right, are running for the casino. I don't think Cliff thought that out well. He ain't about shit but talking shit. That's it. Or she ain't. They set up in the beginning with Toulette. I really thought she was gonna do Whisper. Oh, Roulette. I really thought she was gonna do Whisper how Ronnie did Ebony in Players Club. I what was that? How did Ronnie do Ebony? Told her just to get it, make the money, don't let it make you something like that. Yeah, Russian roulette's a mind game. Okay, so girl, they run up at the machine at the not the machine, the motel with the boy, pants down, booty up, steal the boy car and run off. He talking about he gonna get him. The roulette like to play games. So Autumn got a plan, honey. Oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about when I said Autumn got a plan. Look what I'm talking about. I don't know. I forgot that part. So, honey, now it ain't Little Murder no more. It ain't Little Murder no more. It's Little Murder. Okay, officially. Baby, he rolled up on Pico out somewhere. I guess he's supposed to be out somewhere. I guess he's supposed to be trying to some kind of drug transaction or something. He rolled up on him with a machine gun and shoot him dead in his face, baby, a whole bunch of times. He pleaded for his son. He was just on the phone with his son before he rolled up on him and stuff. And I got a son. He was like, you could tell they all know each other. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, your son, so and so, so and so. Yeah. He was like, I tell him your daddy love him. Pop, 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 pop. And he walked out, baby. He was gone. His boys started running, trying to see about him and stuff. And hell, they are at the party they was having to welcome our boy back, Maine. They find out he done got popped. Everybody rolled out. And Mercedes was like, wait a minute now, bro. You just got out of jail. You own monitoring and stuff like that. You finna go get back in his life? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come in the house and chill. He go in the house to chill, right? And she said she just been going through, and she does a little light confession of the murder that she did over there at the Pink and stuff like that. And wants his advice. What's your take on being a murderer? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, my take is, try to make a difference in someone else's life and hope that it all cancels out. I was like, okay, I ain't never did no murder, but I did some crazy stuff. And I'd be wondering, okay, let me try to do good for because that wasn't right. Okay. Whether I done said something that wasn't right or did something that wasn't right. So he started talking about, this, that, and the other, and look, I want to be in your life and rubbing up on her legs and stuff. And I'm thinking he want to screw. And she says that's not what she's looking for. But I'm like, well, what you looking for, girl? Like, I don't think she should be with Maine. Not if she's trying to get no child. And I guess what she's saying, I'm not trying to look for screwing and being in a situation. I need stability, sensibilities, and money. Okay, so she puts his ass back in the street. And I wasn't mad at her. Puts his ass back in the street. Oh, that's what she said. Set her up for a private party, and Ebony was gang raped. Okay, that's right. I do remember that with Junior, with that old funny looking Junior. I remember that. Ronnie set Ebony up by her being the only female stripper at her brother's bachelor party, and then after the brother assaulted her, she left her for dead. So did. Okay. What do you think about Little Murder dropping his cigarette? Girl, I saw that too. With DNA at the scene, I think that might catch up. I ain't seen that they've been renewed for a third season. Have y'all? I haven't. Him dropping that cig was so stupid to me, but I have to remember this is a TV show because in real life that cig will be the dry box. Yep. I think in some of these small towns they probably don't exhaust forensic resources when there's a heightened gang activity though. Oh, that'd be sad. That'd be sad. They haven't renewed it. Yeah, okay, because they leaving a lot of shit unturned. They leaving a lot of shit unturned. They need to go on and renew because this is the last episode. Yes, last night, right? That's gonna come out today for the streamers. This is the last episode, so I'm like, y'all need to get renewed, baby doll. Because it's too much shit y'all done left out. Clifford admits he's failing and needs help at the grave, at his mama's grave. And I asked, y'all believe in that? Believe in what? I forgot what I was asking about that. Well, anyway, Corbin moves forward with what Cliff was saying, meet Woodbine where she likes to be at. Did I say something back? Hold on. Hold on. I did. Okay, good. Girl, it's so hard to be hiding your YouTube amount of time that you spend and channel with folks that you ain't told that you got a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So you looking like you be disappearing for this. I'm like, Lord. Okay, but anyway. So she holding a tele auction, and here go a $10,000 donation from Brer Rabbit. Y'all know who Brer Rabbit was, right? Oh, I wrote. Hold on. Damn, I thought I had wrote down the story of Brer Rabbit. But basically, he was a trickster. Even she called Corbin a trickster when she walked outside and said, um, "Oh, it's you. You a little trickster, nigga. I got you. I got my eyes on you, real good. You know what I'm saying?" And he was like, "Look, you take this $10,000 donation and drop out the race and stuff like that. I'll put money into your pocket, for a while." And she looks like she takes the $10,000, but you never know what old sneaky ass Woodbine would do. But Brer Rabbit was like a trickster rabbit that would go. Hold on, let me go over here. Proposition by Corbin, Brer Rabbit. I looked this up when I was making these notes too. Hold on. Brer Rabbit and the Tar Babies. An central figure in an oral tradition passed down by African Americans on the southern United States and African descendants in the Caribbean, notably Afro-Bahamians and Turks and Caicos Islanders. He is a trickster who succeeds by his wits rather than by brawn, provoking authority figures and bending social mores as he sees fit. Popularly known, okay, yeah. So that is old Corbin. Okay? Yeah. They have not, but Stars always does this to the black shows. That's why 59 is always get at them. Oh, 50 always gets at them. They know they renew the white TV shows fast and the black shows be on the back burner. Yes, so Brer Rabbit is an old folklore story that I just read about. So I see why he called himself that. Because he think he's a trickster. And she called him out. She was like, "You trickster." And I was like, right, right. Oh, girl, these earrings I had on yesterday were rusted. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. I just took them off just now. Oh my. Hate looking like that. I think it's super disrespectful to stars creators like Katori, Courtney, and 50. Just give them folks their flowers. These shows are the breadwinners of the network. I don't know for sure, so I'm hollering yet. Ooh, but that was the episode, child. We're gonna see how everything play out. My thing is I'm trying not to have little murder, okay? Not little murder. Little murder now. Go to jail. Now shit. And potentially Clifford lose grandmother. And the pink. Ooh, child. Ooh. But how's he gonna stop Autumn, honey? Well, y'all, I cannot prolong this video any longer because I have a couple to make today. So I will see y'all next soon. I got a bunch of comments that people are making while I'm on here talking to y'all. I got stuff to do today, but I'm late. I'm doing it all from this bed. Hallelujah. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, and thank y'all for coming out, especially Antigone and Mimi. Thank y'all so much.